Namaste, my friend. How are you doing? And I heard that you're doing very good. I read the message, and that is very important for me. I appreciate that you have been communicating. How we create hell and heaven in our life. What to do to prevent it. We get so overwhelmed with the world outside causes hell, why and how. That is our topic today, and we will understand it clearly so that we know the root cause of being overwhelmed. And so when I'm overwhelmed means what? There is a moment of anxiety, reaction, duality, conflict. But that doesn't happen in deep sleep. But why it doesn't happen in deep sleep? Because I'm not the world. I'm not in the world. But why I'm not in the world? Because I'm not the body and the mind. How come? In deep sleep I'm not at all, neither the body nor the mind. Is it possible to have that state of separation, that state of awareness where I'm not attached to the body, I'm not attached to the mind? Then what happens? I will continue to be in the state of the calm, in the peace, and the love, and the wisdom. But is it possible? 100% possible. That state is known as awakening, recognition of the real self. I'll give you an example for that first. So we have to understand by metaphors an example. When you talk to me, you are one and you have added a zero to me. Are you clear? You are one. You talk to your daughter, you talk to your brother, you talk to your son, and you talk to your employee, and you have a bank account. So all the rest are zeros after 1. 0 before 1 has any value? 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, no value at all. Oh, so it means 10 means that I added 1 0 after 1 and it has a value. Once you understand this and you follow it daily in your life, the life would become beautiful. What you're talking of 1 and 0. You are 1, then you add daughter, means your mind thinks about the daughter, 1 0. Then you think about daughter's behavior, second 0. Then you think about the daughter's attitude, third 0. Then you think about how the daughter misbehaved, fourth 0. So now 1 plus 4 0. You enter into attachment and it is a delusion, and delusion causes the hell. Is there any need to add 0? Tell me any event, any incident, any situation, any relationship. You are 1, son, first 0. Son is not good, second 0. Good, third 0. Misbehaved, fourth 0. Behaved very good, fifth 0. Now think that 5 zeros. So I built a relationship based on my attachment. They are the zeros. Clear? Now tell me, does 0 has any value? I don't put 1, and there are 1 million zeros. 0, 1 million. Does it have any value? The moment you put 1, that 1 is you. So, but why you put so many zeros? Now see the other side of the equation. You are talking to your son 1 0 minus past impressions minus past attitude, behavior, minus past experiences. So there is only 1 0. So your mind is clear and you are communicating, you live in relationship, you live in a situation, there is no issue. But how many zeros that we create depends on our mind, how much crazy the mind is, how much it recalls the past impression, how much it recalls, remembers, retrieves the past from the memory, which shapes my attitude, and I enter into problem. Next question, did I create heaven or hell in my life? Does it depend on others? Does it depend on the situation, on a person, on a relationship, or it depends on me? No, he misbehaved with me, and now that guy knocks at the door. You face him. You are 1 plus that guy plus his attitude plus his behavior plus his demand plus his so you have added so many zeros to it. Why you have added? Because of the mind immediately triggers my attachment, my past, my memories. So I am already in hell. But there is a way. I discern every zero and I enter into the state of a dispassion. So the moment I discern 1, 5 zeros. So I discern fourth, fifth zero is gone. Fourth is gone. Third is gone. Second is gone. Only 1 is left. Oh, you are a human being. Let me talk to you. What happened yesterday finished. Can you be into anxiety, fear, duality, conflict? Anytime, anywhere, any situation, in any relationship. 0 has no value. But I give the value to it. So who is this I? This is my mind with the past memories and the delusion. That gives the value. The hell is created. That may be a situation. You celebrate your Christmas. You have been saying that you go into anxiety during the celebration because you host lot of people. You is 1. Christmas 1 0. Second 0 is Christmas celebration. That is also good. Now what is the third 0? How can I manage those people? Don't manage, don't celebrate. Or celebrate with discernment. I will do my best. I will do my duty. That is all. Finished. So now with these 3 0, you celebrate your Christmas. But you add 4th 0 and the 5 0 and the 6 0. Or he behaved, or he had behaved, or she had behaved, or she will do this, or she will not appreciate, or he will not appreciate. So during when you host a Christmas celebration, Christmas Eve, you only three zeros are required. You have clear value set. Christmas celebration, items that you are going to cook, and you will, as a duty, you will invite those people and let them enjoy. I'm saying, understand this mathematical equation. If you live in that equation with clarity, with discernment and dispassion, every moment is heaven. And if you live with attachment, delusion, and dispassion, no, attachment, delusion, duality, then you are adding 100 zeros. You enter into anxiety, duality, and a conflict. Because every day we wake up from the deep sleep, our past impressions cannot be eliminated by deep sleep. Do you remember? Because I remember what I was yesterday, so I become. I know my name and gender and other stuff, all the past impressions. So that is important, because today I'm Girish and tomorrow when I wake up I become Michael, then there will be a lot of problem. So the right memory is required. Wrong memory is not required. Why? Wrong memory is collected, accumulated because of anxiety and delusion. I need not to. But what to do? Our master says you have to create a sacred space every day in the morning and before going to sleep. What is a sacred space? Pay attention. Pay attention. Beyond my impressions of anxiety, duality, conflict, and delusion which is present in the mind, which is covering the auspiciousness inside me. When I become aware of it, the life changes. Life changes. No, question is what to do every day. Mangalacharan. I've repeated couple of times, creating a sacred space. To connect, sacred space means that I connect to the core, not to the layers. Did you understand that? I connect to the thread, not to the cloth, color of the shirt. You connect to the thread. You become aware of the thread. What it means? I just want to be aware of the real self, not the body, mind, intellect, ego, and thought, past memory. That is the source of all the auspiciousness. You have been doing those practices. Perhaps in the last session also I gave you the practice. But it is very important to understand it and keep in your intellect all the time. Why? Because you have already created a sacred space in the mind. Then what is going to happen? It will not add zeros before one. Yesterday I was there in motor vehicle commission. So he looked at me and he looked perhaps at the beard. Are you from Arab? No, I'm not from Arab. 1 plus 0. What is that 0? 0 is the event. What is that event? That I went there to get my license renewed. Second 0, beard. Third 0. The guy asked me at the counter, are you from Arab? No. So from where this no comes? No comes from the discernment, clarity. If I get attached, why the hell you said that I'm from Earth? Why you asked me this question? So I added more zeros, so I get upset. Did you understand? So our mind adds many zeros with the past memories, anxiety, delusion, and then we start reacting. We enter into anxiety, stress, duality, conflict, makes our life hell. And then we start blaming, you made my life hell. Is it true? So in the morning, I was giving a lesson yesterday, and I said to them that you see that he asked me, "Are you from Arab?" No. Now he looks at me, he says, "Are you crazy?" No. Why should I get upset? Are you getting it? Are you from Arab? No. Are you crazy? No. That is so I am aware of that auspicious moment. I'm aware of the sacred space. And that space is not polluted by the memory, it is not veiled. In order to live into that state of the mind, we need to do the practice of Mangalacharan. Mangala means auspicious. So while listening to me, you just shift your attention. So you mentally and emotionally invoke the blessing and the guidance of the knowledge coming from the teachers. You connect with the wisdom of the masters. When you connect with the wisdom of the masters in these Shanti mantras, and that you can do anytime, anywhere. Keep looking at me, pay attention, and now I say, Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. You are still paying the attention. 1 plus mantra, Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. 1 plus, or you can add second zero because I repeated second time. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Third zero. I added 1 plus 3 0, now 4 0. It means let everyone be happy. 4 0. Why I said everyone should be happy? Because happiness is the essential nature of every human being. 5th zero. So Eastern wisdom says I have to discover that state of the happiness. 7 0. 7 0 becomes a million or billion. I don't know. Nine zeros. 8 0. So can I be aware of the joy inside me at the time of the listening? Yes, 8 0. Can I continue to move into that state of the happiness because happiness is my nature? 9 0. 1 billion. You are worth 1 billion. That is the power of these Shanti mantras. If we do not do with understanding and clarity, it will not work. And the parrot can also remember these mantras. But the parrot does not undergo any change. Parrot, bird. I think you have it. No, you don't have it. But we have seen it. That is the power of the auspiciousness. So now you see that you are in a dire situation or event or relationship is extremely causing the hell. You can create the heaven there. You can create the heaven inside you, and then you can face the problem and solve the problem. How? Are you Arab? No. Are you crazy? No. Oh, what is the situation? Situation, he is sitting at the counter, he casually asked me, he casually told me it's a part of the life and it's okay. I'm not impacted. I'm giving you a practical examples. My friend, are you getting it? Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. My eyes, likes to close down because mind wants to go inside. Mind does not want to move outside to add zeros before one. Neither good nor bad. Are you Arab? Good. No. Are you crazy? No. No zero added before. That is the part of the discernment and dispassion. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. It means what? You heard it. You plus 10. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Second time. Second zero. Third time. Third zero. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Fourth zero. Meaning, let there be peace for everyone. Fifth zero. Why? Because peace is our essential nature. How can you say peace is our essential nature? Now we have come to the seventh zero. I'm adding zero. Why don't you add zero with discernment and dispassion, with the knowledge, with understanding? When I misunderstand, it is delusion. When I do not understand, it is ignorance. When I understand with attachment, that causes the anxiety. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Even while listening, you are into that state reflected by the sacred space. Where is the problem? Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. 3 zeros, 4th zero. 1 is you, 1st zero. What it means, may there be completeness in me. Why? Why I say this? Because I'm complete and whole. What is whole in me? Only the real self. What is the nature of it? It is peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. So you remember, you are aware, you are in a heaven. Heaven means a state of awareness reflecting peace, joy, wisdom, love, compassion, kindness, patience, endurance. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. You're adding zero. Remember this mentally with awareness. And when you are adding zero, you are already doing a practice while listening to me. You are into the practice plus knowledge. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. May there be auspiciousness. What is auspiciousness? You added one more. created a space, auspicious space. Auspicious state is deeper inside me, which reflects outside. We are we already understood the happiness is our essential nature, peace is our essential nature, and completeness is our nature. Hence, auspiciousness is there. Where? In every situation, in every event, in every relationship. So the moment you want to communicate with your daughter and son or any stranger, employee or any, is there an auspiciousness inside? Yes. Let me talk. So you'll have no impact if the guy says, "Are you Arab?" No. "Are you crazy?" No. No anxiety. No reaction. No, but if one continues to say that, "Are you crazy?" Oh, so that guy is a chancellor in the university who is giving a certificate that you are crazy? No. I have to give interpretation to my mind from the intellect by discernment and dispassion. So you are living in or Shanti, Shanti, Shanti simply means let there be peace, peace, peace. For example, that if someone says that I'm from Arab, I have a feeling of insult. And some teacher comes and says me that when someone says you, the moment one says, you mentally say Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So you did not accept the zero given by that person. You accepted the zero given by the Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You already have 3 zeros. Where is the anxiety? Where is the duality? Where is the conflict? Where is the hell? All is heaven. Should we go a little deeper? Deeper in what? Deeper in how we create hell and heaven in our life and what to do. First thing is there is a situation, there is a location, there is a people, there is a thing outside, or there is a waking state, there is a dreaming state, after the sleep we wake. Clear? Different situation, different objects, different relationship. That is what different time. That is what we say. The word is clear. Yes, clear. First thing to understand and answer me. Does any situation chases you or you chase them? Does any event chase you or you chase them? Tell me. First, does any situation, person chase you or you chase them? If you feel they chase you, you are in a delusion. And if you feel they cannot chase me, they cannot, I chase them, then what happens? I'm just writing, it came to my mind instantly so that I know that what session I gave to you. They cannot, I chase them. Clear? Okay. So the second point. Where is the second point? that if I chase them, how? How mind chase them? Them means situation, person, etc., etc. Long list. Clear? That is clear to you? Very good. Now the third point to understand. Mind has the option to perceive people, relationship, event, condition as it is. What is as it is? So simple. Mind has a perception to perceive through the senses as it is. As it is. What it means by as it is. It means free from the past, memories, reaction. Clear? First option. Clear? But mind also has the option to perceive the same event outside based on impurity, based on craving, based on memory. Clear? So we have two options. I told you this is the third point. What are the 3 points? First point is, what is the first point? That does any situation, people, person chase me or I chase them? Be very clear. I gave an example. Second, if I chase them, how? So then we went there to the third point. Mind has the option to perceive people, relationship, condition as it is. One option. Second option, the mind has the option to color that situation based on my past memory. Clear? And the past memory may be right, wrong, good, high, low. Then what happens? What is the fourth point? Based on my perception, colored by the mind, I find pleasure or pain, likes or dislikes. Am I clear? Likes or dislikes, reaction or response, all happening in my mind. All happening in my mind. What is the fifth? Outcome of this colored perception, is anxiety, is reaction, is anger, is stress, is suffering. Am I clear? Are you listening to me? Yes. Are you clear? The first, you are listening to me as it is. Clear? You are chasing this knowledge. That is the second step. You are chasing this knowledge. So you maintain your awareness and attention. Third point, you have an option to distract your mind or keep your mind focused. Clear? Third option. fourth option, based on your perception, means you're listening. If your listening is focused, you have a clear understanding. If your listening is not focused, then it is incomplete listening. So the outcome depends on what you do. Outcome does not depend on me. Even though it depends on me partially because I have to explain each and every concept so that you can easily understand based on your mind. Fifth, we have gone to the fifth. Now we have sixth. So what we have a hell. When we have a hell, I colored my perception based on the past or memory or delusion, etc., etc. Or option, heaven, I based my perception on discernment and dispassion. Then what happened? The joy, peace, love, and wisdom starts flowing from outside to inside. From inside to outside. And the last one, the seventh step. What is the seventh step? You experience peace and happiness. Peace, happiness, and the joy. Is there any issue, any difficulty? So when there is a wrong perception by the mind reaches at its peak, it becomes hell. When the mind remains pure, perceives clearly as it is, mind does not impact itself. Inner peace and happiness continues. That is heaven. What to do to prevent hell? Simple, keep the mind pure. Maintain your awareness that you are not adding zeros. I know you might be saying to me that it looks very simple. No, but by practice, first time driving extremely difficult. Second time, conscious driving. Because you cannot take the luxury to drive unconsciously and habitually. So you remain conscious. So you remain conscious. Pay attention, contemplate and reflect. And it is done. Check if the mind has an attachment, craving, pleasure seeking from outside. Drop it. Drop it in your thought and the feeling. Drop it by understanding. And when you drop it by understanding, you are done. Future. For example, the future is not here and now. It is present moment. Mind starts with imagination, pleasure seeking in the future, craving in the future. Idea of the ego enters into my head. The I-ness becomes strong, and that I-ness continues to perceive each and every event, people, relationship with attachment. So I start chasing them. I chase them with confusion. We are in hell. That is why we get overwhelmed with the world outside. That is what, I started the session, that why we get overwhelmed with the world outside. And when we get overwhelmed, I gave you 8 steps. when you get overwhelmed with the world outside, it causes the hell in my life. And it takes a few seconds to get rid of it. How? Drop all the zeros, you alone is left. I'm just trying to make you understand. You can just apply this, 1 plus how many zeros? You went to the right or the wrong direction. You created the hell or heaven in your life, so you can easily point out. That's why I made you clear. We feel often overwhelmed by the world outside, as if it is the source of our suffering. But the truth is, the external world, the situation, people, things are neutral. They do not chase us. We chase them. They are simply is. What did I say? They are simply is. Like a blank canvas. They are just a blank canvas. They hold no inherent power to dictate our inner state. Did you understand this point? A guy comes, he makes me crazy. That guy has no inherent power to make you crazy. But you triggered your past impression and you are already in the mode of reaction. Now that guy comes and talks to you and you are reacting. Otherwise, there is no one. If the mind does not invite those zeros, that guy is like a canvas. Imagine your mind is an artist holding a palette. It has two options, realistic option. The mind can observe the world as it is with clarity and acceptance. Like a skilled, realistic painter, it captures the scene accurately without adding or subtracting. This leads to inner peace, a sense of groundedness, or what we might call heaven. Then there is another option, distorted interpretation. Alternatively, the mind can choose to color the world with its own biases, cravings and attachments and delusions. So then what happens? You are using bold, zaring strokes. It projects its desire and fears onto the canvas of reality. Canvas does not change. Canvas does not change. But I gave bold and jarring strokes on the canvas. So I have a distorted perception, creates anxiety, conflict, and ultimately hell. I don't understand the abstract painting you might have seen, I'm not able to perceive anything, except a different thing, which I don't want to say that. You have a girl and a boy in a scene in Himalayas, mountain, that makes a sense to me. It might be making a sense to those abstract painters. I don't know. I don't want to go there. So the mirage of external joy is the problem. Mirage. Why I start thinking that the world, the situation, and the Christmas Eve is all are chasing me. Why I feel that. It is because we fall for the illusion that they are chasing me. But why they are chasing me? Because fact is that I'm chasing them for happiness. They are not chasing me. But why I'm chasing them for happiness? Because of attachment or delusion or craving. So we begin to chase the external validation, material possessions or fleeting pleasures. believing they will bring the lasting happiness to me. Are you getting it? This is like chasing a mirage in the desert. The closer we get, further it recedes, and we fall into hell. I gave a scenario. Now just go a little deeper. So this chasing the external world is caused by a cycle, vicious cycle of attachment, of desire, then projection, then delusion, then living in the false hope of happiness. So I create a vicious cycle with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Bring those 5 zeros before 1. No, sorry. Yeah, before 1. All those 5 zeros loses their value. Attachment loses their value. Desire loses their value. Projection you are free. So there is no hell as such. So as such, no hell. Bring those 5 zeros before 1, not after 1. So when you bring it after 1, you know what happens. Can you try this week? Every day in the evening, you look at all the events, good or bad, high or low, anxiety or no anxiety. You just recall those events in the evening, and you will discover you have put the 0 before 1. So you are full of joy and heaven. You have put the zeros in front of the 1, and how many zeros put will qualify whether you are into anxiety or a delusion or a stress or a pain, etc., 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 etc. That is the meaning of letting go of attachment, living in the present, observing without judgment. Oh, that is the meaning. Yes, that is the meaning. I gave you a tool, a very powerful tool. Recognize how many zeros, then recognize it is in before 1 or after 1. And if it is after 1 causing you anxiety, bring them before 1 and see what happens. That is the meaning of living in the present moment, observing without judgment, letting go of attachment. Let us ask a few questions to ourselves. What are the 2 types of the joy and the happiness? One joy we expect to get from the world outside includes event, person, relationship. We keep on expecting that joy never comes. That is why it is hell. Can you remember this? So when you remember this, you have already dropped all the zeros in front of 1. So there are 2 types of joy or happiness. One joy we expect to get from the world outside. We keep on expecting. There are momentary pleasure. I eat pasta, I like 5-10 minutes. Once the pasta goes inside my esophagus, Finished. Do you experience the joy in your esophagus or your stomach? No. And the second type of the joy coming from within, that is, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Let everyone be happy. Happiness is my essential nature. All the zeros before, all the zeros before one is dropped and brought back. Finished. What is this? The happiness of the real self. Real self is of the nature of happiness. No, what I don't understand. If you say that, the sweetness and the sugar, they cannot be separated. Sugar and the sweetness cannot be separated. Did you understand that? So, the same way, the real self and the happiness cannot be separated. Why I said so cannot be separated. So, do you leave your real self at home going to your workplace? No, wherever I go, the real self has to go with me. So that means the happiness has to go with me. But why the happiness is not going? I told you, hell. The hell is created by? You complete the sentence. So I named this series as peace, happiness, and what I said, peace, happiness, and love. Something like this, peace, happiness, and love. It's the joy of living. What is joy of living? You are living. It's a lasting peace and happiness and love. How can we discover that? We are doing it by self-inquiry. Self-inquiry has, first step is that you study the principles of Eastern wisdom. You repeat it, you understand it. So by that you recognize the areas of darkness in my mind. What is the area of darkness in my mind? Which triggers me to react and be anxious in duality and a conflict. So once you recognize it, you understand it, you can easily drop it. That is why I need to explain you differently. So that is why we say it is a self-inquiry, and after self-inquiry I have to reflect on it. You can ask the question that how do I know if I'm experiencing the joy of the real self or just another fleeting pleasure? The joy of the real self is characterized by the deep sense of the peace within, a sense of contentment and a connection that is not dependent on anything, on external circumstances. You wake up in the morning on one day and you feel you're filled with the joy coming from, because it is independent of anything outside. So you can easily figure out, I'm in joy, I'm in peace. Because of coffee, no. Because of pasta, no. Because of son, no. Because of daughter, no. Because of this situation, no. Because of that situation, no. Because of Christmas, no. No, it seems that that joy in me is independent of everything outside. Yes, you have recognized it. You may have a doubt that how to understand the concept of real self. Practice of self-inquiry. I told you, self-inquiry and contemplation and reflection and practice, ultimately we find it real self. Does living with the real self mean I have to renounce the world and all its pleasures? No. You get a pleasure by eating pasta, yes, eat it. But now the mind is very clear. You're eating pasta, you like it, yes, you eat it. But that zero is now after, before one. Why the zero is before one? Because you are already happy within. So, because of that happiness, you are expressing the liking of the pasta and you are eating it. Because of that happiness, your son is your son, so you like it, that's all. Besides all the other considerations, you like your daughter, besides other considerations. You like your pets because of other considerations. Other considerations, you are adding the zero in front of one. So, what happens then? You start recognizing that joy is coming from within. You recognize that the joy comes from within. You not only you recognize, you experience. You also recognize and experience the ego creates the suffering. You recognize. You recognize and realize the self inquiry is the path to self discovery. And as you continue the journey, you will recognize that this journey it brings a total transformation in your life. The real self is like the vast ocean, while the waves represents the fluctuations of the mind and emotions. The joy lies in the depth of the ocean, not in the turbulent waves. The real self is like the sun, shining brightly, even when hidden behind hidden behind clouds. Our true nature is always present. That is why I said you don't keep your real self at home and go to the work. No. Even diamond, remember diamond. The real self is like a diamond, pure and radiant. Through self inquiry and purification, hammering. Do you know that diamond is hammered with a very small hammer, crafted into a particular shape? Then it becomes, the same rough diamond cost millions of dollars. We can polish away the impurities and reveal its nature. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Which zero I have put after one? Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. How? I put the zero instead of past memory instead of anxiety and delusion, and the life is. Thank you.